What a morning, what a morning, what a morning this has been. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Hey, everybody. Hey. Melanie Robertson, Rochelle, Shanice, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. Mother is a little, just a little, it'll all tie together with my word for the day. I won't even, I'm not even going, but thank y'all for tuning in. Bishop and Edwin Perry, Lynn, everybody, listen. God is good and God is great. God is faithful. So let's get to it. I want to knock this out and get me some rest, okay? Get me some rest. But I thank y'all for tuning in today. I thank y'all for sharing. I am very elated about this cool weather we're having here in the city of Angels. We're at about 78 degrees, and it's like, it is just a refreshing godsend where you're not waking up and it's a heat wave already when you wake up in the morning. So it's a godsend. But I ask your continued prayers for me, to all those that know the power of prayer. Continue to pray for me as I continue to pray for you. Yeah, and we are glad to have Sheba on the ones and twos today. We love us some Sheba. Shout out to Kwame and everybody over at Pyro Medium. But to God be the glory. Listen, I'm not going to labor long because I want to get me some rest today. I want to get me some good rest today. And we're going to go ahead and knock this out and try to get this knocked out the park. Hello, everybody. Hi from Texas. Hey, everybody on YouTube. Listen, if you shared, if you invited, you've done a great service to the Tyesse Report, because that's how we get our numbers up. That's how we spread the word about the Tyesse Report. If you love the Tyesse Report, I'm sure somebody else will love it as well. So thank you, Shanice, and everybody that's sharing. Okay, so we have two trending items right now. The first trending item is Hurricane Nicholas. Louisiana just really is in a bad place right now. Hurricane season is not over, and Louisiana, it's like, I don't even have the words, because you got all of this debris and stuff piled up on the sidewalks from Hurricane Ida. And then you have, Hurricane Nicholas come through. And it's like, I don't know what else Louisiana really can take right now. I really don't know. So we really need to send our prayers to Louisiana. As I said yesterday, Houston, Galveston, southeastern Texas was hit with a lot of rain and some flooding. So listen, if you are in the Gulf states right now, there's a lot of weather that's really, extreme going on right now. So just be mindful of the weather and what's going on. It's okay, Sean. Sean said he's driving. Keep your eyes on the road. Don't worry, Sean. We'll be okay. We know you're here. So I don't have any words for Louisiana other than we're praying for you, because it's one of those situations where if another hurricane comes through there right now, like if another hurricane comes to Louisiana, that's just going to be like, I don't even know what will be left, really. And we have a few more months, left in hurricane season. It usually starts in June and it peaks all the way through November. So, whoo, Jesus. Okay. Okay. So prayers for Louisiana and everybody in the Gulf State region. God is sovereign. God is good, but we're just going to keep on praying, y'all. We're just going to keep on praying for everybody in that region. Listen, Academy Award winner Octavia Spencer is trending #2 here at the Tyesse Report. Listen, y'all, I don't understand this. This is what I don't understand. Octavia Spencer made a remark to Britney Spears about her new engagement, and she just basically said, something to the effect about a prenup or get a prenup. And now she's apologizing to Britney Spears just for saying, girl, make sure you get a prenup. I was about to say peanut. Make sure you get a prenup. So now Octavia has apologized, she said privately, to Britney and Sam. I mean, are we at that place right now, y'all, where you can't even give somebody some advice in jest? Like, I said the same thing. Britney, you need to get a prenup, girl, because this man proposed to you a week after your father let go of your check. So Octavia, you apologize. You did the right thing. If somebody's felt, but listen, Octavia, Britney Spears and deactivated her whole Instagram. So y'all just leave her alone. Please just leave her alone. Because it's just too much. She didn't deactivate her Instagram, honey. I don't know. Because I don't want it to be said that, Octavia or somebody, if Britney relapses or has some type of emotional break, I don't want them to put all this on Octavia or nobody. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just leave her alone. Leave her alone, please. Hey, everybody. It's I don't know where we're at in society right now where, you can't even just say common sense things without, cancel culture coming at your door, and my lips are shining like I just ate a whole bowl of neck moans. I gotta find me something else, y'all. This is not gonna work. I love Vaseline because of the smell, but okay. It just looked like I just sit in the parking lot and knocked out a whole wing special at Louisiana. If anybody have any recommendations, inbox them to me. For I need a matte finish lip moisturization, very matte. With this Vaseline, I wonder do they use the same grease that they put in their Vaseline grease? So Octavia, you did the right thing. And Brittany girl, you know what, Brittany, go on, mama. You're in love. You're in love with your boyfriend, girl. He just engaged to you. You go on, sweetie. You take care of Brittany, okay? Let's get to the docket. You happy with your husband, your new husband to be, girl? Y'all go on, okay? Thank you. Mm-hmm. Good afternoon to everybody that's tuning in, Facebook and YouTube. Good afternoon on this beautiful and cool Wednesday afternoon here in the City of Angels. Listen, the news of the day is the California recall. That's our story of the day. Governor Newsom is resting comfortably in his chair in Sacramento this morning because he survived a recall attempt by basically a group of rabid Republican, racists that felt that they could do a power grab. It didn't work. But the part that makes you so angry is we, the taxpayers, are now stuck with a $300 million bill, $300 million that are going to go into your property taxes, sales taxes. Somebody has to pay for this stuff, So we're happy. We have a report from Caitlyn Jenner. She came in. Caitlyn Jenner came in like 15th. She received, so far as of this morning, Caitlyn Jenner of Kardashian fame, Olympian, all that, Caitlyn Jenner. She received 55,000 votes. 55,000 votes. Girl, that's what the Republican Party think of you, girl. You receive 1% of the vote. Caitlyn, I can lay you out, girl, but that 55,000 is enough. I don't have to lay you out today. I'm in a good mood. So, girl, the 55,000 is the read. So we don't have to lay you out here, the Tyesse report today, girl. You take care, Caitlyn. We'll say it one more time. She received 55,000 votes. In other news, and Larry Elder conceded. So he didn't even go through. I think somebody made a mistake and put that website up too early. And being that he put that website up so early, the fraud website, people knew that it was a joke. So he came out and just conceded and said, you know what, y'all got this. Then talking about, the battle and the war and all that. Girl, go sit down somewhere, mama. You're not going to be the governor of Pomona, more or less the governor of California. I don't think nobody campaigned for Caitlyn. Absolutely nobody. So Nicki Minaj, our second story, Nicki Minaj, it's just a firestorm. We have the prime minister, the health minister of Trinidad and Tobago. The health minister from Trinidad and Tobago has come out and says, listen, girl, it's too much. There's no instances of people becoming impotent and can't having kids because of the vaccine. Nobody is reporting that. No health journal, nobody has reported that. So we're just trying to figure out, your cousins, hairdressers, nephews, niece told you that. So now you have Dr. Fauci speaking out against Nicki Minaj. You got the health minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And you have Joy Reid and MSNBC who laid her out so eloquently. You'll just take the L, Nicki. Take the L and say, you know what? I was wrong. I messed up. Please forgive me, y'all. I was wrong. I should have done that to my 22 million followers. Whew. It's one of those situations where when you have an audience the way she does, and her fan base is primarily African American, black and brown people, you do a disservice to your community. You really do a disservice to your community by doing that. So we are just mindful this morning, this afternoon, that if you have a platform, use it for good. Use it for good. Now, this morning on Capitol Hill, Larry Nassar, this disgraced gynecologist that was sexually assaulting women. A lot of the women came on Capitol Hill, Simone Biles and a lot of other noted women from the sports and the athletic world came and testified this morning, and Simone Biles broke down. The big story is that the FBI let these women down. They really did. And I just, Christopher Wray, even though he was not the director of the FBI at the time, he he talked in circles all morning. He didn't offer up anything. These women were let down, and it was sad that it had to come to that these women had to be violated for so many years. And then the FBI, they're supposed to investigate things such as that, hey, drop the ball. I was floored at Simone Biles' powerful testimony on this morning. But Larry Nassar, he was a really sick man, and it was unbelievable, the carnage and the emotional damage and physical damage that he did to these young women. So we shout out Simone Biles and all of the women that testified, all of the victims of Larry Nassar. Make sure he's not out here touching the children, worried about the wrong thing. Yeah, I just I don't get Sister Minaj. I don't understand Mother Minaj at all. But yeah, that concludes our headlines. Let's go over to entertainment and miscellaneous matters. And this afternoon, we're sad to report that Wendy Williams, talk show host, former radio host Wendy Williams, has tested positive for coronavirus through a breakthrough case. I was shocked at how many people didn't know what breakthrough is online this morning. But breakthrough means that she was vaccinated. Although she talked against vaccination at one point, evidently Wendy was vaccinated, okay? And so we saw a picture of her last week coming home from the hospital with socks on, just socks on wet pavement. She looked disheveled, and a lot of people said something's up. She does have grave disease, which is an autoimmune deficiency or disease, and that's not a good combination with COVID-19. But I'm sure she has the best medical help that money can buy. But she's postponing her premiere that was supposed to launch next week, and she's pushing it back to the first week of October. But Wendy Williams, we send you love. I don't wish, no matter how you feel about somebody, you don't wish COVID-19 on nobody, So I pray, for her healing and her recovery, and as she, gets herself together. But me personally, I'm just being honest, and this is not shade. This is not shade. I think Wendy needs to let it go and focus on her health. I mean, listen, and it ties into my word for the day. I think she needs to let it go and really focus on her health because, baby, listen, honey, it's not worth it. It's not. I pray she gets better. COVID is a nightmare. It is. It is. Okay, so last night was the Fat Joe versus Ja Rule um, versus, and Fat Joe was under fire because he was talking about Lil Mo and Vita, right? Two female entertainers. We all know Lil Mo and all that. And he referred to them as Ja Rule's dusty bitches. So, you know, a lot of people say, you know, Fat Joe was on cocaine, he was high. You had to be high to say something like that about Lil Mo and this other lady, and millions of people are going to watch this video. Like, there was like 400,000 people on at one time. So, Fat Joe, whose talent is questionable at best. A lot of people say he's rode the coattails of Big Pun. And listen, I'm just saying, y'all, Fat Joe, that was foul. They're dragging you. They're reading you accordingly. But, you know, we got to stop blaming everything on he was on cocaine. You know, we got to stop blaming everything on coke. You said it because you probably meant that, you know. But you're not black. So to call these black women this, it also has a separate connotation to it as well. And you would think, I would think that Wendy's on my mind, not Wendy. You would think Remy Ma would come out and make a statement about it, you know, and say something. She was there, you know what I'm saying? Horrible. Unbelievable. But y'all, you know what? Speaking of verses, a second part to this story is Jermaine Dupri, JD, you know, did a call out to Puff Daddy, and you know he wanted to do a verses with Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy said it was very shady. You know, Puff Daddy said, "You don't have enough hits. I would slaughter you with just Biggie and Mary alone." So, so. You know, Jermaine Dupri, I mean, that has to really feel low to try to reach out to somebody and do a verses, and they basically insult you. And then, you know, Puffy said that he wants to go up against Dr. Dre because Dr. Dre has more hits. But I'm just saying, y'all, why don't they do a verses on how many artists have you ripped off? You would take that in a landslide, huh, Puff? Yeah. Diddy is the Pat Houston, the bad boy. All I can say is this, Jermaine Dupri. You know, there's other producers you can find to go up against. You know, you have to go up against Puff Daddy. He ain't the only producer out there. You know, a lot of guys out there. Dallas Austin. You know, a lot of guys out there. Yeah. We have to go here today, and I hate to go here, but we have some disturbing news from today's transcripts of the R. Kelly trial yesterday and today. Listen, there was a woman who testified that she witnessed R. Kelly performing a sex act on Aaliyah in the back of a tour bus around 2000. Let me get the dates right. I'm sorry. 2001 is when she died in the plane crash. She saw R. Kelly performing a sex act on Aaliyah in 92, 93. And you can see people kind of formulating in their mind, adding up the, you know. So wait a minute, 92, 93, that would have made Aaliyah 13 or 14 years old. Now we already got Barry Hankerson, the uncle, making his rounds, telling everybody he didn't see nothing strange. He saw absolutely nothing. But you have this woman that said she saw, we don't know why she didn't go to the police. Maybe she was trying to keep her envelope. But, hey, Chocolate Lives Golf, this is what's going on. All of these people say they saw something, but they did absolutely nothing. A 12-year-old, a 13-year-old girl being molested by a grown-ass man, and you literally turned your eyes and went the other way. This is what we're talking about. And I say the same thing for Sparkle, you know, because people don't want to, when they do come out, they come out way after everything has fell apart, you know. It just gets sicker and sicker. And today we're dealing with John Doe number two, the second male that said he was sexually assaulted by R. Kelly. We're dealing with John Doe number two. And he said that he met R. Kelly at a McDonald's drive-thru. It's something about this McDonald's, y'all. It's something about this McDonald's. R. Kelly, R. Kelly was up there at the McDonald's. I hate to laugh, y'all, but it's just something about this McDonald's in Chicago. He loved going up to this McDonald's. And John Doe number two said that he was violently sodomized by R. Kelly with a promise of helping him with his music career. So that was his thing. And then R. Kelly moved him to filming his raping of other young women and girls. So then he moved up to photography or being the DP, you know. So that being said, R. Kelly, whatever day it is of the trial, the revelations just keep coming. It just keeps coming, and it's sadder and sicker and sicker and sicker. Okay? Sheba, let's get the word for the day. Word for the day. The word for the day is very simple, y'all. Is it really self-care, sis? Is it really self-care? Okay. Something, was that a burp? Is it really self-care? Because so oftentimes as Black people, we just don't know when to take some time out for ourselves. When you are the single head of household, if you're a single head of household like myself, you have to keep going. You can't, what can you do? You have to keep going to maintain your livelihood, your lifestyle. So you press on, But I made a promise to myself today as I was getting ready this morning. I made a promise to myself that I'm going to do better with self-care. I'm going to do much, much better with self-care. A lot of times, I'm coming on and on and on and on 3 or 4 times a day, doing lives, talking, sitting in this chair. My back is messed up now. Back is jacked up. That's not anyone's fault but my own, because I could have gotten a better chair or, but you have to think about those things, the things you invest in yourself. So oftentimes, and it's primarily with us as African Americans, we sit through pain. We do things when we don't feel up to it. We just keep pressing like the Energizer Bunny. And I really believe that it comes from the pathology of slavery. I really do. It's cellular. It's in our DNA. You have to take care of yourself. You have to. And a lot of times what we're calling self-care, is it really self-care, sis? The Thai Squad have donated for day trips that I never took. Halfway through the day, well, I guess I'll just stay here. I just order in some lunch and watch 227. And I know in the age of Corona, you just can't be traveling willy-nilly. But sometimes it is so good to get out of your environment and go somewhere and see something else. Even if it's just for a day. You don't even have to spend the night. But I made a vow to myself. Point blank, I can't come on tonight. No, I can't come on. I'm resting. I need to rest, And I made that vow a lot of times, but I'm serious now. I'm really serious, because you have to rest. You have to regroup. You can't be in giving mode 24 hours a day and you're not doing anything to replenish yourself. You will run ragged. Your body and your mind are connected together. Please hear me good on this Wednesday afternoon, because so oftentimes what we do is we run ourselves ragged. And then when you run yourself ragged, everybody's just, like, girl, ooh, what happened? Well, what happened was that person probably gave too much. People just standing around like, oh my God, what happened to her? Well, she was taking care of all of y'all. I've seen it in my family. I've seen it happen. She was taking care of everybody except herself. So We have to take care of ourselves, Donna. Um, and I know with black women, I've seen my mother work herself to death, and, breast cancer, a lot of people don't understand that cancers do have a relation to stress. A lot of people don't get that there is a correlation with stress and cancer. So, be very mindful of your body and what the toll you put on it. The toll you put on it. So, Ty Squad, if you don't hear no other, you don't hear no other word for the day, please, please hear me good. Take care of yourself. Walk away, take a break, relax, get on the Greyhound, Amtrak, Southwest, whatever you can afford, and just say, I gotta go. I gotta take some a beat for myself. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, you're no good to nobody, honey, once you're dead. I heard Loretta Devine. She said it on her Uncensored, and it was so profound. Like, what do you want people to remember you? What do you want people to say about you? Loretta said, people don't really say, but they say a few words about you, once you're gone. They say some nice things, but most people, a few days, honey, they moving on. It's true. It's blunt, but it's true. These girls say a few words about you, honey, the day or two after you're gone, and then, people just move on with their lives. So thank you, Loretta, for that. So if all of y'all out here ripping and running and stressing yourselves out, high blood pressure, stroke can be in the pipeline. I'm just telling y'all, just being honest. So I hope I got through to somebody today. If I got through to one person to take a break, someone calls you, look, I just can't do it. I don't feel up to it. I'm resting. So if I got through to one person, I feel good. I feel good. I want y'all to have a great day on this Wednesday, this Hump Day Wednesday, and take care of yourselves. And all I can offer you guys is what I know and what I've experienced. Because we have so much going on in the Black paradigm. We have a lot going on. We don't need to add anything unnecessary to that already. We have to already deal with environmental issues, police brutality, health disparities. We don't need anything else on our plate, added on our plate. So a lot of y'all say y'all love my word for the days. I hope today's one of the word for the days you love. I hope it's one of these words that you really, really enjoy and take to heart, So have a great day, Shelby. I love you guys. I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all for watching. I'm in my early 30s. I get forced to slow down. I got forced to slow down. My blood pressure turned into renal failure. It happens. It really does happen. So thank y'all for understanding and getting what I'm saying right now. I can relate being a caregiver. Yeah. It was a lot on me. I took care of my mother, and it was a really, really emotional toll on you, as well as physically tolling on your body, So you got through to me. I'm guilty, but it's time for a change. If you don't, if you don't lay down, you will fall down. So that's how it goes. Lay down or fall down. Have a phenomenal day, y'all. Remember, there's a lot going on in our world. Stay prayerful. Get vaccinated. I'm going to just go on and say it. Get vaccinated. Save your life, because now the children are filling up the ICUs. And, get vaccinated. Save your life. Save the lives of your babies. And I will see you soon. Have a great day. Bye. Thank you, Sheba.
What's up, Ty Squad? Thank you guys for watching today's episode of the Tyesse Report. This episode is brought to you by Pyro Media Network. Pyro Media Network is a Black-owned business focused on providing a safe space for creators and entrepreneurs. We have helped companies, businesses, and brands navigate the biggest communication shift in over 500 years, social media and the internet. If you or someone you know would like to have your brand or business go to the next level, please visit www.pyromedianetwork.com. Please don't forget to follow Tyesse on IG at _Tyesse_report and like on Facebook at facebook.com/the official Tyesse report. And if you're enjoying the Tyesse report, please consider watching Tyesse After Dark, airing every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Tyesse report, Tyesse After Dark, and the Tyesse Jackson brand wouldn't be here without your support. To continue to show your support, please feel free to donate via Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, or PayPal. The information is below. All right, Ty Squad, see you on the next.